I'm with Georgia and Emily from Kingsway Power Netball Club after they played their third and fourth games in the ENG Under-14s Youth Netball Premier League Northern Conference. Georgia, would you say it was a relatively easy two games for you today?
They both put on a show. They were quite, it was a good, I think they were both good games. It wasn't just one way, it was going back and forth. Both the teams, it was equally quite good.
How do you think you played today?
I think the first game, I think I played better than the second one, but overall, alright.
When the games are quite one-sided, what do you look to do as a team in order to find that progress you need in the games when you play them?
I think you just communicate a lot, and then with someone going one way and there's a person that can throw them much out left, right, and just kind of putting pressure on as a team.
Do you, how much emphasis do you put on goal difference? Does it really matter to you how much you win these games? So when you're playing those type of games, are you thinking, right, we got to win well, because if it gets to the end of the season and we're drawing on points with a team or we're 2 points behind, that's going to matter? Does that go into your thought process?
Well, we always like to get quite a lot of goals in a game. We always go into the game with a goal, and we always want to aim high. You don't ever aim low. We always go for the higher score.
And it's interesting when netball's one of those sports when the goals start flying in and it starts becoming very one-sided. Kind of more shine gets taken away from the goal score type of thing, because initially everyone's claps, then it's like, oh, another one's got in, another one's got in. What's the temperament of you as players when you? I know you're in these games, you're involved in these type of games a lot because of the nature of your club. But what's the temperament of you on the court when you are winning so well? What's your motivation levels like and stuff?
I mean, if we're winning by a lot, it's just there's no slowing play down. It's just wanting to put the same amount of effort into all quarters, even if we're down or up.
Yeah, putting 100% in each quarter, even if we're losing by 10 or winning by 20, we always put 100% effort into each quarter.
No, I do notice that, because it doesn't matter what the score is. It could be 5 seconds to go, 100,000 in up. You still have that same intensity. So yeah, it's an honourable thing to watch. So well done. Chevrons, they come out nice and aggressive. They were, that type of attitude is, if you're going to beat us, you're going to work for it type of thing. They had a bit of success, especially defensively. And I noticed Lexi was getting a bit frustrated at times. I don't know whether it's from umpiring decisions or general gameplay. You at some points were looking across the court at your mum, and you was kind of rolling your eyes type of thing. What was it they were doing which were kind of causing you to kind of get under your skin a little bit?
Well, I think it was sort of...
Or am I talking rubbish?
I think it was just that if we'd sort of do a mistake and then it'd sort of get to our heads a little bit, but we just needed to not let it get to our heads and just keep going no matter what was going on in the game. Say if it was bad umpiring or the other opposition by contacting and obstructing and stuff like that, we're just gonna put our mindset to, if we make a mistake, we'll try and bring it back.
Do you reckon it's a negative thing about your team? It's the first time I've seen that in your team today, where kind of, yeah, go ahead, mate. Where it isn't going your way, and everyone starts to get a bit stroppy and a bit, it's because it's not perfect. Something's obviously wrong, type of thing. So they're just getting on with it, type of thing. Can you afford to do that against better teams? Do you feel that's a weakness of your team?
I don't think it's a bad thing, because sometimes it makes that aggression, and you can channel it and play a lot better, and your emotions will make you want it more. So I think it's not a bad thing, and I don't think it's a weakness. Sometimes it can be quite strong as a team if you use all that emotion and bring it out of court.
Do you reckon can you afford to kind of do that against teams like Ellesmere Port? Kind of get into a moment where you're thinking, oh, it's not going well for me, what's going on type of thing? Or
Well, if that does happen, then we'll just put our mindset back, and when it's quarter's finished, we all come back together and we start like into the games just started for that quarter, not we've had a quarter before that. We always go out like it's 0-0 and we just like.
Georgia, how do you feel today as well that I was speaking with your mum and I said if you score 100% in any of the 2 games you play, you'll get a Mars bar, and you didn't achieve that today? So how are you feeling that you missed out on potentially 2 Mars bars?
Quite sad. But, you know.
It happens, doesn't it? People don't know the backstory, do they?
No.
What's the backstory to that?
Basically, when I was playing up for the under-15s now, they were playing in, was it?
National Netball Cup,
Netball.
yeah.
And if I got 100% in one of the games, I would have got a Mars bar, and I got 100% and got the Mars bar.
There you
in
go.
One of the games.
So every time you come back to ENG events, the deal remains.
Yeah.
Okay, Mars bar if you hit 100%. Right, I know one of your games coming up next is going to be like Wire. Is that a sort of team that potentially could cause you problems, or
I don't think we've really played them that much as a squad. Like I don't really remember playing them as a squad.
No,
I don't think we got played.
we've played the year above.
Yeah, we played the year above, but not our own age group. So I don't know what for.
well done today. 2 very convincing wins. It was good to see Chevrons trying to push you and take you a little bit out of your comfort zone. That was interesting to see, but you got back on track and you got the job done. So well done, you 2. Top of the league, and we'll see you again in 2022. Enjoy your Christmas. Hopefully Santa gets you everything you want.
Thank you, you too.